Hey, I'm going to show you how to make my favorite spaghetti sauce. It's made with ground beef, onions, mushrooms, and even spinach, garlic, and a bunch of herbs. It's just really good, easy to make. It just takes a little while to get it all together. But once you've done it, you might end up with a bunch to freeze too. So you'll only have to make it one time for several months if you make a big enough batch. I often do that. I remember the time I made enough for 7 months. The whole freezer barely had, oh well, we'll talk about that later. For this recipe, I used 2 pounds of ground beef and 1 and 2 giant onions, 250 grams of mushrooms, and here's me chopping the onions. Come on, food processor, do a good job there. Got the olive oil here. Gonna put some of that in the big pot, the non-stick pot I'm going to cook all of the stuff in. There it is, nice and clean with oil in it. Putting in the onion. That's only 1 onion. I'll put some more in a minute. I used 1 head of garlic. I peeled it and chopped it up into itty bitty bits. So there it is with the other onion added, cooked down for about 5 to 10 minutes till it looked nice. Put in the garlic, and now I'm browning the meat. Break it up. Keep going there. Looking good. Here's the word. Awesome. Okay. Oh. Having a fun time here. Now there's the chopped 2 containers of mushrooms, which I chopped in the food processor. I didn't do that all by hand. And see there, I've got 2 cans of tomato bits and 2 cans of tomato paste. I actually put in 3 cans of paste. Where's the third one? Well, I did put in another one because it didn't look red enough to me. So here goes the paste, looking really deeper red than the tomato pieces. Stir that in. Keep going. See, here's why I say, oh, that doesn't look quite red enough to me. I'm going to put in another can. Oh, open it. You can do it. Come on. You're a strong woman. Get it out there. Oh, yes. That makes all the difference. Oh, it's such a good can of tomatoes in there. Keep it mixing. Here we go. Now I'm going to put in all the herbs. I put in 4 tablespoons of oregano, or oregano, depending on where you're from. And I found my parsley. There it goes. Open that up. Oh, looks like I got 2 tablespoons I can put in there. I like thyme. I'm going to put, remember that song with the parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme? Well, I put that in there. But I don't put in the rosemary because sometimes I don't like that. That's because I'm allergic to pine needles. And it makes me think of that. So there's 4 teaspoons of thyme. Okay, where is the basil? You can use fresh basil, but I'm using the dried basil. 2 tablespoons. Put that back away. Looking for sage. I don't like sage too much. I'm only going to put 2 teaspoons worth. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you did a good job. Keep going there. It's bubbling nicely. Everything's great. A little bit of salt. You might need more later. Yes. Stir it up good. Makes me want to come and stir it myself. Get those mushrooms under. Come on, girl, you can do it. Looking for some pepper this time. Yeah, I like to put pepper in lots of things too. It's one of my favorite things, salt and pepper. Now I'm going to put in some, balsamic vinegar, you're right. About 1/4 to 1/2 cup, probably more like 1/4 cup for the 2 pounds of beef. And then looking for some sugar. So I'm going to put an 1/8 cup of sugar to counteract the balsamic vinegar. Stirring. Bubble, toil and trouble. Shake it. Now for the healthy part, I got a whole giant box of chopped spinach, frozen, so I just put that in there. That way when we have spaghetti, I don't have to make a vegetable if I don't want to. I still can, but I don't have to have extra vegetables because I've got a whole big container of spaghetti in there. And here's it being served. Okay, I've got noodles on the bowl. I'm putting some of the new spaghetti sauce out. And Italian spaghetti. My family likes to have some cheese on it, so I'm putting some grated cheese and some grated Parmesan. Yep, there it is. What a nice dinner, one of our favorites. And here comes the recipe rolling by. Oh my goodness. 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 giant onion, 1 head garlic, 2 canned chopped tomato, 1 to 1.5 can tomato paste, oregano, parsley, thyme, basil, sage, salt, pepper, balsamic vinegar, sugar, and olive oil.